the opening weekend starter.
Yeah, it's great. We have a lot of good pitchers this year, so being one of the top pitchers is just a really good accomplishment, and hopefully just set a good example for the other pitchers that are going out there. Just show them how to pitch and be a good example for them.
Are you a different pitcher or better pitcher than a year ago?
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of last year, I decided to put the bat down and really just focus on pitching. So in that time, I just did some more like pitcher-specific training, really worked my velocity. So developed a new breaking pitch, and so hopefully with a little more velocity and another breaking pitch, I can have a little more success.
Was that a good decision, do you think, putting the bat down?
Yeah, it's been a great decision. I'm really happy with how it's panned out so far.
More velocity. I mean, how much harder you're throwing it now than maybe you were?
A couple miles an hour, nothing crazy, but just enough to get it by a couple more hitters.
Is there some clarity, I guess, though, in kind of being able to just prepare for every game as a pitcher and not have to kind of do both? I mean, how does the mental approach change for you, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, being a pitcher, you kind of know your schedule pretty well, but when you mix in batting practice and defense every day, it's just kind of a lot more wear and tear on the body. And then obviously, like, hitting's hard, so you're going to have a couple of bad days. That can mess with your mind a little bit. But I think it's just easier just going out once a week and knowing, like, this is my role for the team and just competing.
It's kind of maybe a random question, but you were one of those guys who redshirted in 21. Not a ton of guys do that in college. What was the value of that for you then that's maybe paying off now?
Yeah, I mean, being a fifth year is great, especially getting experience 5 years of college baseball with 5 different teams. Like, you just see a lot of like chemistry, how it's built, and just what it takes for like the younger guys to get up to speed. So really just being a role model for all those younger guys that won't get to experience this many years of college baseball, just really bringing them throughout the process.
You guys are a veteran team. I mean, have you kind of seen the benefits of having that experience
Totally.
on this roster since you guys got going in late January?
Yeah, I mean, it's on both sides, pitching and hitting. Just a lot of guys returning on the pitching staff side of things. We also have a lot of new guys with the pitching staff, so just seeing that dynamic of a bunch of old veteran guys interacting with all the younger guys, really bringing up to speed has been good. And then on the hitting side of things, like, you see it every day with the older guys like Overbeek, Carey, Brumbaugh, just being great role models and setting an example for all the younger guys.
What's it like working with Coach Childers?
He's great. He preaches a lot of things that I personally love to do on the mound, just throw strikes, throw off speeds and hitters counts, and just keep them off balance rather than just seeing how hard you throw it and hopefully they don't hit it. Just more of a systematic approach to pitching rather than just throwing it over the plate.
You're the last guy left on the 21 team that won a Big Ten championship. You've been a part of 2 of those teams. Are there qualities from those teams that you see with this group now?
Especially the 21 team, because that was a really old team. We had a bunch of fifth-year guys, and kind of full circle. It's like you're the freshman looking up to all the fifth years, and now you're the fifth year. You're like, wow, it really puts things in perspective. So, yeah, I mean, it's been great just being able to take roles that guys played for me. So
in terms of leadership, that's where you see a lot of the commonalities.
totally,
maybe.
yeah.
What's the camaraderie like with all the pitching staff, Rocket, McConaughey, and you, and how's that going?
Yeah, it's great. This has definitely been the most fun pitching staff I've been a part of, mainly because it's the main one I've been a part of, being just a PO now. But you add Chris Stone to that mix, and Jalen and Clark and all those other guys. Like, it's been great.
Well, what about the catcher position? You guys don't have Karen back there this year.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the guys that are going to be behind the plate?
Yeah, I mean, Hogan will catch a lot of games for us. Obviously, he was at Creighton the last couple of years. He's been really good defensively, and I really like what he can do at the plate, so he'll be good back there.
Which of the underclassmen pitchers have you really seen take a step this offseason?
Especially this offseason, I'd say Price Bender. He's been a guy that he actually was two-way in the fall and just decided to focus on pitching for the spring. And he's a guy who's dropping the slot sideways, up, down, whatever. He can run up to 90 and spin a good slider. So I think he'll be good just facing righties in the lineup.
Who was the most unique pitch on the set?
Unique pitch. We have a freshman, Aiden Leeser, who throws a curveball that's like probably more than 12.6. It probably backs up a little on him, goes the opposite way. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
You guys ready to just play somebody else in Arizona?
Totally. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. Say it again.
What's the feeling going into that big tournament?
A lot of excitement. I mean, obviously we have been playing each other. I mean, we didn't play anyone in the fall, so really all we've got to experience is against each other, and I think it's about time that we go face somebody else.
Any more questions? Thanks, Will.
Yep, thank you.